How can I help you today?
Who?
Hello? Yep.
Yeah, who?
This is Mark from Xbox Support.
Mark?
Mark, yes.
Okay. So, Ahmed just hung up on me. And this is about the agent that I've tried to contact today. And so I just want to speak to a manager.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think that I need to specify why I would like to speak to a manager. I don't think there's a law in America that requires that I provide extra information as to why I want to speak to a manager. I'm a customer of 15 plus years. I don't think I should provide extra personal information about why I'm talking to a manager or why I want to talk to a manager.
It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna try and see if I have someone from our support team that will take the call. They will ask me, why are you calling? Because that's pretty much a standard protocol for this one. I'm still gonna try. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, but you're saying somebody. Who is somebody?
Yeah.
I'm asking to speak to a manager. And you sound unsure, as if you're like some sort of suspicious scammer. Am I talking to an Xbox support agent or not?
You are talking to an Xbox support, specifically billing support. But about your request to get a manager on set, that's the one I'm unsure. Because the standard protocol for this is that we try and get your issue, we try to solve it on our end, and if we can't do it, then we can try and find a manager to get that done, or see what other options. But I'm gonna ask and see if I have someone here for that you were hung up on 6 times. Is that right?
I contacted this morning. I contacted chat support 3 times this morning. The first 2 times were unsuccessful. The agents were pretty mean or just very unreasonable. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want to sit here and backtrack every fucking day every time I contact you guys. Excuse my French. And so here's the deal. The third person I talked to, his name was IMAD through chat support, and he said that he would set up a follow-up callback. I didn't get a callback. That was at 6 in the morning. Now it's 2 p.m., something like that. I haven't got a call back, so obviously this is why I'm contacting. And, many reasons behind that, but that's the main reason, is because guess what? I was waiting on a call back, didn't get one. Or technically I went to sleep and I didn't wake up to a phone call. So here I am contacting you guys this is the 3rd time over the phone. The first time I contacted, you guys hung up and didn't even say a word. The 2nd time I talked to Ahmed or something, I don't even know. You guys are confusing the hell out of me. So this is the 6th or 7th time I've contacted you guys, and you guys just want to hang up on me and waste taxpayers' dollars and be unreasonable. As far as I'm concerned, you're supposed to be civil and completely reasonable and completely professional and never hang up on your customers ever. If I'm saying F you, then okay, that's an understandable reason to hang up on me. But if I'm simply just begging for a manager, even though I shouldn't have to beg for a manager, you shouldn't be hanging up on me.
Okay, I got that. No worries. I'm looking for someone right here, right now. Okay. I'm just gonna update you, but if they will ask me why are you contacting, I'm just gonna say that you have been contacting us for the past since morning, 6 a.m. to chat and something.
Well, here's the deal. I would prefer not to specify why I'm contacting, and you guys scheduled a callback. I didn't get the callback, so there's a mixture of reasons at this point. I have Xbox and account issues that I would like to address, and I don't care to specify. You guys scheduled a callback, I didn't get one. I could have specified it when I got the callback, correct? But I didn't get a callback, correct?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. You have a point. Definitely have a point. Okay. I'm still waiting for someone. I'm sorry about the delay here, because there's a ton of people on the line about this manager thingy that they're trying to contact them.
Oh, so you guys are having a lot of people ask for managers lately? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's queued up. And I don't think when you guys set up a callback, I'm not sure if that will happen within the day.
Yeah, well, I am sure because he said within a few hours I'd receive a call. So I am sure.
Oh, okay, no, that's bad. No, that's bad. You shouldn't have specified something that you're unsure of.
Oh, no, this is common. No, this is common. Listen, every time I contact you guys, you're either hanging up on me, ending the chat, or just like arguing with me, or changing the subject, or completely misconstruing everything that I'm saying or typing, and then I forget my point. I'm building up something that I shouldn't have to build up. I'm trying to build up a point, and then I lose the point. I have like brain damage, dude. I don't got time for this. But oh yeah, here's the point, right? You guys claim that every time I contact you guys, and I'm asking for a manager or anything like that, or just asking for a follow-up email, just because usually my concerns are pretty, detailed and thorough, and I point out a lot of flaws within your guys' company or system or network or services. So you guys claim that you'll send out an email or you'll have a manager contact me back via email, and I never get one. So I told that same thing to what's his name? IMAD. I said that to IMAD, the third chat support representative I spoke to this morning, and he's still scheduled a callback from a manager and said in a few hours, didn't get one. So I could run around in circles all day, but listen, I don't got time for this, dude. I could progress in life rather than sit here and contact Xbox support about their flaws every time they have flaws and how you guys overlook your flaws all the damn time. I'm getting tired of this. I've been a customer 15 years, and I point out every little flaw, and then you guys are sitting here discriminating against me for using a damn keyboard. Like, here's a perspective for you. Back in 2015, 2016, I was on the Xbox 360, and I was sending out a lot of messages because I was trying to engage with the Grand Theft Auto community. Now, you had the ability to send out, I think, like 60 messages at once saying the same thing. Now, I asked you guys at some point, because you guys locked my account for sending too many messages or something or whatever, or just you guys put a suspension, one of the two, or there was like I reached a limit that day or something like that. So I'm like, all right, let me find out what the limit is. So I went and I contacted Xbox support. I think it was over the phone. You guys told me that I was allowed to send up to 1,000 messages a day, correct? Right? All right. So now, of course, you don't know this, right? But correct, coming from my standpoint. Now, if I'm allowed to send 1,000 messages a day, that means I should be able to use a keyboard on your platform freely, and I should be able to send 9 messages or more. Now, listen, I just got suspended for 2 weeks. I got suspended for 2 weeks for sending 9 messages in a row, and they were all copied and pasted. And those 9 people that I messaged were all part of my Xbox Live group chat. These people are also part of my Grand Theft Auto Cyclops cult, and they are also my friends. So there's 3 connections there, and these 9 people that I messaged, none of them reported me, I can almost guarantee that. And after the 9th message, Xbox support implemented a suspension. I filed for a case review. That case review was denied. So if I'm allowed to send 1,000 messages a day back in 2015, 2016, and then all of a sudden you guys are banning me for sending 9 messages in a row, all of the same exact copied and pasted stuff. It's not spammy. It's not advertisement. It's simply communicating with people about like I said, these are my friends. They're part of my Xbox Live group chat, and also they are part of my Grand Theft Auto movement called Cyclops cult. Therefore, there's 3 connections between these 9 people that I contacted, and I shouldn't be suspended for messaging 9 people in a row. And it's all about the same exact thing. It wasn't like, oh, hey, look at my website. It was like, hey, guys, I need you to... Basically, it was about the social club website attached to Rockstar Games, attached to Grand Theft Auto. I made a crew for Cyclops cult. I'm telling these people to go sign up for the crew, but I also have to know their gamer tag on the social club crew website, because I need to know who is who, just in case I have to remove people from the group chat or also remove people from the crew. Now, I sit there and copy and paste, the best thoroughly described messages that I can to these people, because apparently your group chats aren't very, thorough. They're not... I could have 100 people in a group chat and nobody responds or nobody even listens. So here's the deal. When I have to sit there and reach out to people individually because your group chats aren't successful, and then I get punished for using a keyboard, that's contradictive. That's contradictive to your features that you're allowing. If you don't allow keyboards on your platform, don't allow me to plug one in. If you don't allow links to be shared, don't recently set up an implementation of links to be opened through messages through the Microsoft Edge web browser. Also, I'm a gamer. Also, Grand Theft Auto allows 30 people per session. So if I have the ability to use a keyboard and then communicate with up to 29 people within like 5 minutes, shouldn't I be allowed to communicate with 29 people and not be stopped after 9 messages? If I want to message 29 people because that's how big the game is, there's 29 people plus me, 30, not always, but of course free mode sessions have a maximum capacity of 30 people. So these are the points that I'm trying to emphasize on towards a manager. But now I'm just like, you know what, I'll say it to you. But now, see, now I'm saying it to you, but now I have to relay it to a manager, or you have to relay it to a manager, and then none of it's actually accurate, or excuse me, it might not fully be accurate, so then I have to repeat myself one way or another. So, repeating myself through text is a lot easier, right? If I repeat myself through text, copying and paste things if I need to, or retype something, it's a lot easier on my brain. But me sitting here over talking, repeating myself about the same information constantly, and you guys are just allowing it to happen, you're discriminatory towards people like me who are using keyboards, and you are favoring people who are using microphones. You don't ban people as much who are using microphones, but people who use keyboards like myself are getting banned more often than that. That's called, what is that called? Corruption? White collar criminal activity? What is that called? Discrimination? So that's my point, dude. That's the reason for my contact. That's the reason I want to talk to a manager, because I didn't deserve that 2-week suspension. That's why. And I understand you guys always claim, oh, we cannot help with these matters. But here's the thing. I just wanted to make those points. And I also wanted to say, you guys didn't thoroughly explain to me what I did wrong in the case review. I filed for a case review. I said, hey, I didn't do nothing wrong. I sent 9 messages out, and they still upheld the decision. But throughout that throughout that decision, they sent out an explanation that was too vague, and it was simply just covering many different things. So if I don't know what I did wrong, which I can assume that I sent out 9 messages in a row saying the same thing, which isn't wrong, but I can understand that you guys can deem that to be spamming or wrong, even though these are my friends, these are my group chat members, and these are people part of my Grand Theft Auto Cyclops cult. We all have the same outfit, the Cyclops outfit, and we all paid $300,000 in the game for this outfit, and we're all part of the same thing. And so none of them reported me, and if any of them did, then that's kind of weird. That was a fast report, and that was a fast response to a report within 9 messages that I'm copying and pasting to people. Like, so, you know, I proved every point that I've had to, and also the case review wasn't thorough enough for me to understand what I did wrong. Therefore, if I continue moving forward using a keyboard, or just continue moving forward in general, I don't know what I did wrong. Therefore, I might do something wrong again. So I'd like some clarification. Also, I'd like you guys to understand that you need to align your regulations with the large population that is growing. I don't know how to say it, but basically, you have to align yourselves with how Grand Theft Auto has a larger population than the average game. Grand Theft Auto allows up to 30 people in a session, or even some match-made games. And so it's a mixture of 16 people or up to 30 people talking or gaming all together at once. Therefore, there should be no limitation of their connectivity. So if I want to connect with 29 other people within 5 minutes, I should be able to connect with 29 other people in 5 minutes and introduce myself and say hi. Like, I should be able to do that without getting banned after sending 9 messages.
Right. Okay. That was very specific. Okay.
Yeah, so if I have to explain all that twice, isn't that reverse of, that's, you know, this phone call is recorded, first of all. Like second of all, you're gonna relay you're gonna relay everything I said, but I might have been talking too quickly. You might have not fully understood everything, and you might leave out some details. So then I have to repeat myself again anyways to a manager. So, like I said, I would prefer to use text. I could have just copied and pasted this information or typed it out, but instead I'm vocalizing it. I have like a broken jaw, I have brain damage, I have a wisdom tooth that needs to be removed. I don't have time for this, dude.
Understood. No worries. I'm actually finding someone about enforcement issues that can help with these kinds of concerns, with feedbacks about bans on games, especially on GTA, right? GTA 5.
Yes.
I wasn't able to catch, when did you get that ban, that enforcement action?
It was, I don't know the date. It was 2 weeks ago, and it covered my birthday. My birthday was February 21st, so that was a slap in the face. That was pretty demeaning. That was pretty insulting. My last birthday, I live streamed all day through Xbox Live, and it was such an enjoyable birthday. So many people came to my live stream because I had it titled "It's My Birthday," and everyone, I got so many happy birthdays. And then this year, I'm just like, oh, getting controlled by Xbox again. So, it was 2 weeks ago The suspension was lifted today. That's why I'm contacting today, because I need to figure out what's going on moving forward. I need to know whether or not I can copy and paste. I prefer using text. I prefer using a keyboard. I generally don't use my microphone. I do sometimes, but you guys have been unfavorable to me for the past year or two in regards to using a keyboard. So I'd like a thorough investigation or explanation of many things, and I would like you guys to hear me out with those points that I already proved to you. And also, the main reason for my contact is because you guys, I need a better explanation of the case review. You guys weren't specific enough in the case review. You guys have done this multiple times after case reviews. You guys are just vague. You say you could have done many things. They list off 5 or 10 things that you could have done. They don't specify. Sometimes they specify. In the past, I've seen them specify. They'll put in quotations what you've said wrong. But in this case, they just said a bunch of random things that I might have done. So I need to know what I did wrong. Of course, I know essentially kind of what I did, but it wasn't wrong. I sent out 9 messages in a row to people who are already aware of who I am. And they're connected in 3 different ways.
Right.
So, like imagine if I had 9 family members and I messaged 9 family members and I got banned. That's kind of fucked up. Excuse my French.
No worries. I totally understand, and it isn't really something that I can't judge other on. But it's fine. It's fine for the cussing. It's fine. I get it. For other people though, maybe they don't, but it's fine. Okay. Alright. So you said that you were advised that you will get a call back, like within the day.
Yeah.
Did you have your gamer tag confirm that, or someone or that person, like Emod, confirmed your gamer tag and then advised you that he did put a note? Because if yes, I think I'll need to check that out.
You can review all 3 of the chats.
Ask me it. Kinda.
Okay, well, if you can't review all 3 of the chats, I've already been forthcoming. The 3rd agent that promised me that I would get a phone call within a few hours, his name was IMAD, and that was the 3rd chat support contact that I made today. I've only made 3 today, the 3rd one. And he scheduled a call back. He asked for my phone number. I gave him my phone number in full, including the area code, and I didn't get a call back. That's why I'm contacting, as well as I need an explanation of the case review, and also I need you guys to understand that you need to be more fair towards people communicating more often than others, more specifically because Grand Theft Auto is a bigger game than all games out. I don't think there's a bigger game than Grand Theft Auto at the moment on this platform. Maybe like the Elder Scrolls Online has a bigger population in certain regards on their servers, or stuff like that, but other than that, I can't think of a different game. Maybe Fallout 76, but other than that, I've never seen a game out there on that allows 30 people per session. And I'm not saying, hey, I should be able to send 29 messages every 5 seconds, but I am saying that I shouldn't be banned for communicating.
I got that. Okay. Could you tell me what gamer tag is that on?
IV8K.
Like the one that got banned.
Yep, it's
IVHK.
IV8K.
8K.
Yep, I is in igloo, V is in van, 8 is in the number 8, K is in kangaroo.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
Yep.
Wow, this... Oh, okay. Right. I'm sending in a... Right, okay. I think I got the account. I'm sending in a verification code to your Outlook or your AOL.com email. I kind of need that to get inside and review the cases.
Alright.
Chat. Where is the chat?
Do you play GTA, Mark?
Pardon?
Do you play GTA?
Oh, I only feel people playing it. Like on The Office, I saw people playing it, GTA 5, but not really. I did San Andreas up until the expansion. not really play it like super play it. I'm more of a Tekken gamer, so.
Oh, what gamer?
Pokemon. I'm a Tekken gamer.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I made Jersey, yeah.
I'm the opposite of that. I've always been so. I think it's because like I've had older siblings or like my parents play against me when I was first introduced to it, and they whooped my butt. So I was just like, I didn't really like that game just for starters, and then just I felt like I just couldn't keep up with most people I played against. So I was just like, I'm not a big fan of the Street Fighter, Tekken, or there's another one I can't think of was it Mortal Kombat and stuff like that.
Oh, Dead or Alive too.
Dead or Alive, yep, that one too, yep. So we got 4-2-1.
4-2.
4-2-1. 2-3-1.
2-3-1. Alright.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no worries. I was gonna tell you that Dead or Alive has some really sweet eye candy. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I remember that as a kid. That was one of my games I had an eye on.
It's really sweet candy. Oh my gosh, just remembering it.
That was the.
And I'm reviewing your case reviews, or not case review, but most likely the contacts you had for March 1.
Okay.
So I'm looking for Imam and the other guys. So, because I'm not gonna put the call on hold. I'm just gonna stay right here.
That's fine. Yeah, I feel like that hold music kills out phone battery pretty bad.
Yeah. Because most of the time whenever I put one on hold and then I get back, they're already close to call. So I kind of don't want to have that happening here.
Yeah, I usually end up my phone ends up burning out because not to discredit you guys, but nothing ever really gets done every time I contact you guys. So, but at least I try to point out flaws and help you guys as much as possible. Even though you guys have given me 3 permanent suspensions, I'm not exactly your best friend. But I tell you what, recently, I apologize if I'm slightly distracting you, but I'll just say this one last thing real quick is I saw you guys had that outage or whatever recently. And I went to Twitter. I'm not much of a Twitter guy. I don't use Twitter usually. I was into another social media website until they permanently removed me from their website for pretty much no reason. But anyways, Twitter. I went on Twitter to see. I noticed you guys had Twitter support, so I was like, I saw a bunch of people being hateful towards Xbox and Microsoft, and oh, we're paying for service, this, that, and the third. You guys are lousy, this, that, and the third, whatever it was. So I was kind of just trying to keep the peace, man. I went in there retweeting, or not retweeting, but, replying and telling people, we're here for the same common interest, and that's gaming, so, let's calm down. And so I was telling people that here and there when I could. I had nothing better to do. I was waiting on the game to come back up, and then also, of course, I enjoy gaming, and I try to keep the peace as much as possible. But, and so also... for the people that kept on saying that we have to pay for the service and we don't get nothing, I was telling them, listen, well, you don't technically have to pay for service if you engage actively with the Microsoft Rewards program, because the Microsoft Rewards program will give you 10,000 points a month and blah, blah, blah. But overall, if you save up the points and then spend them on Xbox gift cards and then spend those Xbox gift cards on Xbox Live Gold, because that's the cheaper route rather than just spending the points on an Xbox Live Gold card, because that's a little bit more expensive. So you want to go and buy an Xbox gift card or 2 or 3, or just one, and then buy the Xbox Live Gold manually like that with your gift card balance. So I've been trying to teach that in some regards when I can, or if it's brought up in a conversation. But in the regard that you guys had that outage and people were claiming that they were paying for service, I said, well, technically you don't have to pay for service. Microsoft Xbox is good, quite a giving company in that regard. That if you look smart, if you look hard enough, you can figure out that the Microsoft Rewards program will technically pay for your Xbox Live Gold if that's what you desire to use your points with. So technically, instead of paying $60 a year or whatever, or maybe up to $120 a year, depending on how you pay for it, you can simply remove that payment, remove that cost, and just simply use your Microsoft Rewards points, and then you even have some left over too, so you could get whatever else. So yeah, I tried to emphasize on those 2 points during that day, even though you guys seem to, I feel like, discriminate against me or target me, and I've gotten 3 permanent suspensions on your platform. It's pretty tiring, but I might have deserved one, but overall, you guys don't align your regulations with the English language. The American English language is like filled with potty language, like foul language. There's at least 50 swear words in the American version of the English language. That's just one point I've made in the past about how, I've gotten permanently suspended on my gamertag IN8K, and it was a lot of trash talking over time. And, first of all, you guys should block bad words through text. Second of all, you guys should be more understanding that other countries or other languages don't have as many swear words compared to mine. And that's like, you guys are being more favorable to, let's say, foreigners or people internationally that aren't even, like, let's say, originally from America. And I'm not saying favor Americans, but I'm saying you're indirectly favoring people who have less swear words in their language, and you're shunning people like me who choose to use swear words. And I've worked on it. I've tried to stop, of course, after permanent suspensions and losing lots of progression. I've lost like 2,000 ranks on Grand Theft Auto through 2 permanent suspensions. I got to $1 billion on Grand Theft Auto. So you guys are like essentially stealing my progression and not aligning your regulations with the globe. I mean, you guys should be more understanding that there's a lot of cuss words in the English language. So it's not like I meant to say a bunch of swear words. It's just part of it.
I get that. No worries. Okay, I'm not really like the purist on Xbox. I have other consoles and I have other devices that I use. But yeah, you're correct. There are some things that needs to be what's the right term? I'm looking for the right term for this one. Like you disseminate it with the English language. It's not really my first language per se, if you get my accent and everything. But
no, you actually didn't.
Words,
you definitely sound like English is your primary language.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. That means a lot. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, that's surprising. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So there are a lot of cuss words that we're looking into. They're trying to implement that. They're trying to incorporate that every day. I'm not sure how they are doing it, but there are some reports that they have added more and more verbatims, words and slangs that they're trying to stamp out from the system.
Yeah.
You're actually right on the end that we need to block out the cuss words online because they're kids and everything.
Rockstar Games does it. I've been telling you guys this for years.
Yeah,
Rockstar, right? Yeah, they if you try to text people through the cell phones, they don't allow it. You can't even say Rockstar Games. You can't even say Xbox. They block out every bad word or any type of potential spam. And all you guys have to do is ask them how they do it, and then say, okay, teach us how to do it. How do we do it with our systems? Pay them something, whatever. And I see. And not to go on and on, I know you wanted to continue saying something, but I see Rockstar Games, their Grand Theft Auto advertisements recently, they're not really promoting Xbox through their advertisements. Is there a separation going on? Well, of course, you might not know that, but I'd like to know, because that's kind of interesting. They've only been promoting PlayStation, it seems like.
Technically, there's no separation that will go on with Rockstar and Microsoft. There's that partnership will go on for years to come.
Okay.
I think they're just doing the advertisement for Sony and PlayStation for the meantime, since they're more well known outside the US.
Oh yeah.
You're saying?
Yeah, they have 9 million subscribers, and you guys have 4 million or something. Or they have 12 million subscribers, and you guys have 4 million subscribers on YouTube. Something like that.
Right. So, yeah, they're more well known outside, and then Rockstar is very smart for their advertising team. Their PR department is really smart because what they're trying to do is appeal to not just the the U.S. market base. They're trying to appeal to also the Japanese, the Chinese, the Koreans, also the other Asian and Middle Eastern gamers. They're trying to do that, and I think we have an advertisement for Rockstar, but not outside. It's more on the Xbox platform itself. Like if you go into Xbox Wire or into Major Nelson's blog, that's where you will see the advertisement from Rockstar. But we don't really have that outside per se. I think I read an article on Reddit about that as well on the r/Xbox subreddit. They pointed out that it's most likely that most of the ads that you will see about Xbox and Rockstar will be done on the website itself, but not other like commercials or something like that. I'm not really sure how they are going to do that, but yeah. As for your feedback about getting to know like how they are trying to, how they are like looking to block out or stomp out those messages, like those cuss words and everything, I'm not really sure if that will like be implemented on the Xbox, how should I say this? Xbox platform or system. Is if you look into the enforcement community guidelines, Xbox has a really free community guidelines. They don't really like push people to block out certain words or something. Like, but they do block those really, really bad words. Like, how should I say
Hate
that?
speech. Hate speech.
Like racist terms?
Yeah, like hate speech is like racist or sexist or stuff like that.
Right. They have that blocked out. They're trying to make sure that, especially nowadays, like everybody's getting, offended with everything. So they're trying to make sure that it's aligned with that. I'm not really sure about the cuss words. It's really free because I'm talking with my support here, the one that has like more experience than me, and they're saying that as far as they know, they add different words every day on the platform for blocking. And
I could help you guys. Actually, if you guys want help, I could give you guys a bunch of I went on my Twitch, not to interrupt, sorry. I could go on my Twitch. I have a bunch of like foul swears and foul abbreviations and whatnot. I put them up on my Twitch like to block out those specific words, and I just went on for like a good 10-20 minutes putting a bunch of different variations of abbreviations and cuss words. So if you guys were interested, I could either email it to you guys or contact chat support and then send it, but then it would be like a bunch of swear words, so obviously you guys would have to be or I could send a screenshot anyways, and you guys could set up something like that, and I could upload it to your thing.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Wait, just to make sure though, are you part of the Xbox Insider team? Because as far as I know, the Xbox Insider has a say on the development of the Xbox community. Were you part of that, or are you like plan to get part of it? Like be part of that group?
Yeah, I was, but then I unenrolled because I think when you guys gave me that second and third permanent suspension on my gamer tags INN8K and then LLL INATY LLL so it's basically IllumiNatey except LLL at the beginning instead of ILL. So after those two permanent suspensions you guys gave me on October 23rd, 2020, I said, I love you guys and all still and blah, blah, blah. I love how big the group chats are, and that's the main reason I'm staying, because big group chats, Cyclops cult, it's a good mixture. If I can have a huge, if I can have a huge group chat with up to 200 members and then keep on making more group chats, and and hopefully the goal this year is to get to 1,000 members, which would be 5 group chats. I don't even know what the limit is on your guys' group chats, but I'm assuming it's 200 because I've gone up to 150. So I forget my point exactly, but basically, I'd like to build up those group chats. That's my intention. So the reason why I left the insider program is because I'm a 15-year customer, and I don't think you guys are being reasonable in regards to my suspensions or investigations or whatever.
Right. Okay. It's still on hold, but I did get the chat support or the chat that you had previously, and yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm really sorry about what happened there. It shouldn't have happened. Like, I guess Imam or Imad sent in a supervisor request to like call you, but and the bad thing that he did, or should I say the wrong thing that he did, is he gave you a time limit or a time span wherein the supervisor will call you. I'm looking into the notes that he did. He just said that it was submitted to a supervisor, and then but no time frame on when the supervisor will call you. I think that's the only wrong thing that he made there, because he did send one. There's like a request here, a form that he requested a callback for you from a supervisor. It's just that I'm not sure how many is in the queue, but they are getting to it, and they're trying to call everyone that has requested for a supervisor.
Yeah, usually you guys say you guys say like between 24 to 48 hours I'll get an email or something like that, and I never get an email. So regardless, whether you guys are saying within a few hours or within 24 to 48 hours or up to 72 hours, I never really get contacted back. So I feel excluded from your guys' platform. I feel targeted. I feel discriminated against. And it's like, you're an international corporation. You guys should be a lot more welcoming for people like me. Or, I'm a customer 15 plus years, and I came from games like World of Warcraft where you use a keyboard. I came from games like StarCraft where you use a keyboard. I'm originally like a PC gamer in many regards. So I come into the Xbox platform bringing my typing skills, bringing my copying and pasting skills. If that's a skill, it can be. If you're a mass communicator making changes in people's lives, I'd say that's a good thing. If I'm not out there spamming websites, I don't think I should be shunned. But anyways, I try not to paragraph anything longer than a sentence or two, and when I do, I get punished, and that's kind of bull crap.
Right. That's really something that shouldn't happen. Like for me, okay.
I know.
IMO, it's not something that should happen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to follow up the supervisor request call. You have like a pen and paper there, or you can like type it in fast. Are you able to type in fast?
I got it. Yeah, I think I'm ready to type in like 2 seconds. Just give me another like
good.
5 seconds.
Sure.
All right, cool. I'm ready to type.
All right. So the reference number of the supervisor request call that Iman requested is 1518 999 373.
You said 373?
Yep, 373.
All right.
Could you repeat it for me, because I want to make sure that I got it, like, you got it right.
Yes, but I'm gonna have to repeat it to you in the million or billion form. So we got 1,518,999,000. I might have said that wrong already, but 373.
No. Okay, yeah, it's actually correct.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't said a number in so long.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. 1,518,999,373.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Glad that I gave that to you. I'm just following up if there's any like ETA on when they will call you, because they are telling me that since this has been already like sent in, it would be pointless for me to send another callback request if it's already like in the queue. I'm trying to like confirm if that's like something we can change, like bump you up somewhere there.
Okay.
So, you have a lot of things that you want to tell the other guys. Like seriously, I have a lot of things to know.
Well, I mean, I've already enlightened you guys several different times in relation to why I don't think it deserved the first permanent suspension. The point that I made to you was already that speech is a big thing, and languages. There's a lot of differentiations between languages. And therefore, the main difference that I'm pointing out is that the American version of the English language is filled with thousands of hundreds of swear words, and compared to, let's say, people in the United Kingdom or just a random country, a random country out there, they don't have any swear words, or they don't use them, or they have like very, like, let's say, passive, like British people, they'll say stuff like I don't know. They have their little passive, gentle insults or whatnot. I don't know. But anyways, there's always these.
Really?
I don't know.
You heard them like swear up someone? 'Cause I don't think they're really passive. No,
No, they can be harsh. Yeah, British people can be harsh, but I'm saying they're so civil, but they can be demeaning, but not like, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes they could. I can't think of an example. I apologize, but sometimes they could say a certain slur or a certain swear word or something, and it'll be so polite that you're like, "Wait, was that an insult?" I don't know. But yeah.
Right. I think one of the words that you're looking for is rubbish.
Right. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or bloody. Let's say bloody.
The C word. Oh gosh.
They'll even say bloody. Yeah, that's C word. Yeah. But bloody is even technically a swear word. You know what I mean? So like people in the United Kingdom are like overly trained to be polite, and so therefore there's another little perspective there, is that by nature the British people or most other people with other languages, they don't usually have as many swear words as the American version of the English language. Therefore, a lot of people are getting favored, and a lot of Americans are not getting favored. And I understand swear words are not good, and I understand all that insulting is not good. I get that. Hate speech is not good. I get that. But it's all been implemented already, and it's all part of most of our vocabularies. More particularly, probably poor people swear more than others. So, but going back to, there's like 3 or 4 main points I've made in the past, where it's like the language. Also, there's griefers and cyber terrorists that are flying around in jets or flying around on flying bikes in Grand Theft Auto online, and they're just killing people left and right, essentially getting away with cyber terrorism, and they're not getting shunned and punished. And sometimes in the past, like back on the Xbox 360 leading up to the permanent suspension, I was telling these people, like, leave me alone. Them and their friends, they would always like come after me with their jets and gang up on me, and I would, sometimes I would sucker into it, and I would like argue or trash talk with these people, and they're essentially allowed to virtually harm me and virtually insult me in that regard, like virtually stalk me with their friends by like remembering my gamer tag, and then also, like I said, harp on me and jump on me every time they see me. And so that's you guys are allowing that, but then when I respond to these people, I get punished or whatnot. So you can only report and move on, right? I understand that, report and move on, but you can't report and move on when all these people are ganging up on you all the time, and you're just trying to level up and rank up and earn money. Here's the deal. So that's another perspective, right? And then well, there's another one. I don't think I can think of it right now. But there's a total of like 4 points why I believe that. Here's the third one, I guess, right? So I feel like you guys are more favorable to microphone users compared to keyboard users. A lot of the builds, a lot of the suspensions that were building up on my gamertag IN8K, leading up to that permanent suspension, were from text communications that I sent out. And understandably, I shouldn't have said what I said in most or in all of those situations, but also it's a one-on-one conversation between me and another individual, and yes, I could be hurting that person's feelings, or I could be making them feel uncomfortable, whatever it is. I could be quote-unquote harassing them, but at the end of the day, it's a one-on-one conversation, and it's not harming anybody publicly. So when I see your guys' current platform, and I see how you guys have comment sections of underneath all these different posts, or underneath all these different advertisements from these video games, there's so many people saying swear words or bad words in the comment sections and getting away with it publicly, and they're affecting people, the masses of your platform. They're affecting people by the mass, and they're getting away with it. And if nobody reports that particular comment, they keep getting away with it. And people like me who are just simply communicating through keyboard most of the time, I get punished for just communicating. I'm not out there trying to trash talk people in comment sections. I'm not out there bothering nobody. So, and so those are the 3 points that I've made recently within the past 5 years about that permanent suspension and how I don't think I deserve it. There's a fourth point, I think, or whatnot, but I can't really think of all of them and keep on thinking of them and then just keep venting it to you guys just to kind of be ignored. I haven't seen you guys clean up the comment sections. I haven't seen you guys block bad words. I've seen you guys set up a message safety feature where profanity will be filtered and you can select the message and see it if you want to. But that's not exactly blocking bad words. But hopefully in the future you guys will block bad words through text. Maybe you guys can get together with Rockstar Games and have them help you with that. Otherwise, like I said, on top of all of this, I'm willing to give you guys a list of a bunch of abbreviations and swear words and variations of them to help out a little bit. And even though I don't want to exactly support and promote you guys and help you guys after 3 permanent suspensions, I'm still a very forgiving and nice person and a neutral person, so I could care less. I really care about gaming, and I'm building up a YouTube channel. My gamertag IllumiNatey had 3,800 followers. I was on a roll, and then you guys kind of took it away. So I'm still pushing though, and I don't back down. So.
Understood. Okay, and I really do appreciate your passion for gaming.
Thank you.
I don't think I can have that thing going on with my daughter and all, but it's really I really appreciate it. Oh wow, I really want to get you connected with someone right now because they are not responding to me. They are just telling me to update the callback form that the guy Imad sent in, and then have you check in maybe what is it? Really? Oh, okay. They're telling me that it's really queued up right now. Oh, wait a minute.
I was pushed to the front.
I'm trying to do that because there's a lot of you guys is requesting for a manager, and they're queued up right now. With COVID and with the current setup that we have, most of us are working from home and everything, so it's really hard to get that going smoothly.
Right.
Oh boy, if I was working from home or my supervisors aren't working from home, I could just transfer the call to him immediately, but there's this process we need to go to that they have to get a form, fill out a request, and then have that queued out, and then they will get to it when they get to it.
It seems kind of complicated.
I'm still trying.
It seems kind of complicated when you guys have
Very.
You guys have service request numbers. You could use service request numbers, and you could also use a phone number, and that's it, or an email. So there's 3 different things that you have to do. Is simply attach a service request number, a little bit of a note, a phone number, and an email. I mean, it's not like you have to fill out a huge form. There's 3 or 4 things you have to fill out.
Oh.
So I don't know what you guys are doing, but
oh gosh,
seems pretty simple to me.
It is a bit convoluted. I agree with that. It's a bit comforting that we do work from home. That's the upside for this. All right. I think I'm done with the update and just waiting for a response from our support. I really do hope that this gets through and they make call within the next few hours. Because I'm not really sure how long it is, but they're saying that the numbers of calls that they are trying to make per day is a lot. They're on 2 pages per supervisor at this time.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm really sorry about the delay too. This has been going on for long, and there hasn't been any explanation as to what happened to your case. I know I have contacted or I have supported people with the same issues that you with enforcement, and I wasn't even able to give out specifics on why they were enforcement actions given on their account. Why that happened? Because the only thing that we see on our end is when it was applied and when will it end. Oh man, I'm not really sure about the case review that you sent in. Why they denied that? I can't really like imagine.
Oh no.
You getting like banned.
Oh no. Hear me out.
To a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, on top of the case review that I filed, within the case review that I filed, I said it's my birthday on February 21st. So not only did they make the decision to uphold it, but they also disrespected me on my own birthday. So I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
I'm used to it by now, right? I've been a customer 15 years. I've had to contact you guys like hundreds of times. And then you guys tell me that I'm abusive. Like some of your customer service representatives claim and label me as an abusive customer. They sent me an email, and in the title of the email it said abusive customer in all capital letters. And I literally was like, dude, I was not abusive. And if I get a little bit angry and talk in capital letters or something through, I was talking through chat support, I believe, through that particular circumstance. Then that's that. But I'm not an abusive customer. So yeah. You guys seem to, let's say, in my opinion, I feel like you guys build up a bunch of different service request numbers to confuse my intentions and to confuse my my concerns, and then make me look crazy, make me look like a harasser or a quote-unquote abusive customer, which in all reality, it's like you guys end the chat, you're unreasonable half of the time. I can't say every time, but half the time you guys are either unreasonable or lacking understanding or forcing me to repeat myself, or you misunderstand and misrelay. I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, but you guys, let's say, relay what I say to you, and then you repeat it back to me, but it's completely inaccurate, and it's about a whole nother subject. So then I get extra angry, and then you guys just keep on acting, let's say, childish or unprofessional. And I'm not saying that I'm pure and I'm perfect, but at the end of the day, when I sit there and contact, let's say, hundreds of times, eventually you guys should understand that you're doing something wrong. It's not me. And so at times I may say the word F, the F word, or, but not directly towards your agents. And then they say, you better stop or I'm hanging up. Or in a chat support perspective, if I say the F word or any type of, it's like, oh, you better stop. But I'm not exactly gearing it towards you. It's just an expression of my frustration and anger. And then on top of that, you guys are intensifying it because you're being slightly ignorant through your communications with me through the chat support or through the phone support. And I've learned that I prefer text over time because of certain injuries or certain problems in my life. So me vocalizing is not a problem. It's not an issue. It's not painful. But I know that it's putting wear and tear on certain parts of my face that I don't want to put. And that's why I mainly use a keyboard. Also, it's a lot easier to use a keyboard. It's way less stressful, way less distracting. Like I don't know if you can hear it, but there's dogs barking in the background, the little chihuahuas. Like that's the type of crap I have to hear sometimes when it comes to like 15, let's say, little kids or teenagers in my party or in trying to talk to me all at once. It doesn't work out. You can't talk to 16 people at the same time. So, and even in just 5 people at the same time. And then every time I'll just say this one last thing. A lot of people that have microphones, they don't have good microphones, and they're always either making, snap, crackle, popping noises, or you breathe, like the breathing noise or whatever, or you can barely hear people. Like, so I feel like gaming, a lot of gamers are getting scammed out of microphones because apparently apparently tech leaders or tech people are okay with and condone the fact that we're selling crappy microphones to everyone. And then people like me who engage with this community all the time, every day, all day, like for the past 4 years plus, I've been unemployed for the past 4 years working on YouTube and Xbox. And so it's a lot of using a microphone. I've learned that using a microphone is very disruptive because here's another reason is like someone could come into my party or come into my game and just say F you to me, and it's just like I didn't need to deal with that, or whatever it is. Like if I'm hosting looking for group posts and I have a bunch of people join the party or join my match, they could start saying stuff bad, and it's like I'm just trying to get together and build up a grind session for Grand Theft Auto, or I'm just trying to look for a group, and then randomly 5 of those 15 people that come to my looking for group post are either harassers or griefers. Like if I'm hosting, like sometimes I'll host a grind session for Grand Theft Auto, and which means everyone gets together and earns money and levels up together. And so when I go and do that, sometimes there's either a griefer or sometimes there's multiple griefers. So there's like up to 1 to 5 griefers, and then they come and kill everyone or try to kill everyone or kill me. And so I do my best to maintain positivity on your guys' platform, but it's not exactly easy, and especially with you guys trying to steer me into using a microphone or steer me into not communicating at all, because apparently me using a keyboard is shunned, and that's unfair.
I understand. Okay. All right. I'm just waiting again for the response, because I told them that, can we like bump you up and see if they can check you with the supervisor on what? Oh, okay. All right. They're telling me to just have you wait it out. I'm really sorry about that, because there isn't really like a number of people that can like do the calls at this time. They're saying that don't worry, they will get back to you via the request that Iman has actually sent in. I'm really sorry, man. I wish I could like get you like talk to them at this point, but oh man, why?
So I have to say that
I'm really sorry, man. I did my best to get you like a supervisor.
Oh, I almost lost my thought there, but hold up. I almost lost my thought there, but now I remember. So I need to know now. I mean, otherwise I'm not going to communicate on your platform, and that's kind of unfair to me. I need to know now what I can't and can communicate, or what I should or shouldn't communicate, because the case review was not thorough enough. I sat here for 2 weeks. I could have contacted you guys the past 2 weeks, but I preferred to contact you the day that I'm allowed to speak again. So here I am, I'm allowed to speak again. What am I allowed to say? What am I not allowed to say? Am I allowed to use a keyboard? Am I not allowed to use a keyboard? Can I copy and paste? Am I not allowed to copy and paste? Am I allowed to share links? Am I not allowed? Like, am I not allowed to share links? Yeah. It's pretty simple. There's a few things that I need answers to, like right now. So you guys brushing me off all the time isn't gonna keep happening. And I'm live streaming this to my YouTube, so I mean, we're going on 60 minutes of you just telling me that you wish you could help.
I know, I understand. I'm still trying to like someone, but they're still not like responding to me. Wait a minute, what's... Oh.
It's gotten to the point where I have to record you guys, because your recordings aren't doing nothing, apparently. Every time I talk, every time I type, you guys ignore it. Like when I contact Xbox support or phone support, chat support or phone support. So now I have to start documenting it. I shouldn't do. I'm not an activist, I'm a creator. Hello? 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 There it is.